Yo, what is up, guys? It's Pedro here, and the Washington Commanders might be bringing in a familiar face in Jamison, who they hosted on a free agent visit today. If you guys are new, please subscribe, hit that like button, and that notification bell as well. It really does help out the channel, and I would really appreciate it, and it just takes a few seconds. So let's talk about it. So Field Yates just reported this a few minutes ago that they hosted him on a free agent visit today. Usually when that happens, means there's some interest there, and as long as the medical things check out, I think they'll sign him. Again, a lot of the times when they bring someone in for a visit, it happens with a lot of these different teams. And yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see why they want Crowder. I mean, Crowder is a solid slot receiver. He's been a solid slot receiver in this league for a while now. I mean, obviously was with the Redskins from 2015 to 2018 and was really solid. Had 600 yards, 850, 800 yards, and then in his last year here, only had 400, but missed like half the season, and didn't have a ton of touchdowns. Probably average in his first few years, right there, around exactly 4 touchdowns, and then really rushing wise didn't do much as well, and was a returner, which is maybe why they are bringing him in. I'm just saying. So what has he done recently? Well, after Washington, he went to the New York Jets, where he had a really good season, 833 yards and 6 touchdowns in 16 games. And then you know what? In 2020, he had another really good season, 12 games, 700 yards. So I'm pretty sure that's on pace for more than what he had the year before. 12 yards a catch and 6 touchdowns. So he was on pace for like 8-9 touchdowns. That's really good. And then in 2021, dropped off a bit, but still 450 and 2 touchdowns, and again on pace. Missed 4 games, so would have played more. Last year, not sure what completely happened. I think he got hurt, didn't do much. 60 receiving yards in 4 games, and had 6 catches, no touchdowns. Yeah, and that's kind of the history on him. And then also he's been a returner as well with Washington. You guys can see his numbers here. We got 1 punt return touchdown in 2016, and then with the Bills last year, 9 punt returns for 100 yards. That's pretty solid. That's what, like 11 yards a return? Yeah, around 11 yards a return, and he did not fumble, I don't think. So that's pretty good. His long was 20, and didn't do it much with the Jets, and then did it in Washington, of course, averaging, when he did it, he had around 28, 29 attempts. And as a kick returner, didn't really do it much at all, has 3 career attempts. But as a punt returner, he has 95 career attempts. So they could be bringing him in for that. Maybe Dax Milne, he's been dealing with that groin injury. Who knows what his availability is. That could definitely be a factor there. But I'm happy they're bringing him in. I know the current coaching staff really doesn't have any ties to Jamison Crowder besides maybe Randy Jordan. But Jamison Crowder always was a big fan of him. Mid to late round guy, 4th round pick out of Duke, and just a nice guy, good guy in the community as well. Was a little sad when he left, and he was with the Giants, I believe, this offseason. They released him. I think they brought in Cam Sims. So this will be interesting to see what happens. This also could be a situation where they sign him onto the practice squad to get a veteran there. That if Dax Milne can't go, they'll promote him and he'll be the returner. And that's a guy where you promote him to be the returner, but he also can get some snaps in for you as well as a receiver because he's done it in the league, for a while. So that's something that also could happen. Could be an insurance policy for Dax Milne in case he's out. You start him off on the practice squad, and if he does well as a punt returner and even as a receiver, you can end up bringing him onto the roster. And I would actually like that. If he is what he was, let's say, even in 2021, where he's on pace for 600 yards and 3-4 touchdowns, that's good. That's really good as a back end of the roster receiver. So I think it would be a good move for the Commanders to sign him, or at least try him out like they did, put him on the practice squad, and see where he goes from there. That is kind of what I would do, and I really am happy about this. I'm happy about this. I like Jamison Crowder, and I guess he would be the longest tenured command. I mean, I know, of course, he missed these 4 years, but he would be the oldest, I guess, commander or / Redskin, because I'm trying to think. Tress Way was around that time too, and obviously Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, all those guys were after. Jeremy Reeves was after. So that would be good to have an OG back, and Kendall Fuller, I guess both those guys played together as well. So would love if this happened. I mean, again, good guy, and would bring back some old memories for sure. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll update you if anything happens. Peace.